Hi all. Right, back to finish off turn 21 US action phase. Um, yeah, I think I'm happy enough with this. Well, yeah. I just had a little look there though, and I thought you need to be careful. Here was me talking about possibly moving this. Was it this one? No, maybe not. It's just that there's a gap. This command post does not exert a control into there, and neither does that unit there. So it's this unit here that's stopping this gap through here. So yeah, it's little things like that that you could miss and get caught out with. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure about what's all going on over there really in this situation. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I get the feeling I could get comments on that saying I would just leave that alone, but it's like I've committed myself now. So right, are we okay to move across the other side then? Yo. Uh, oh, wait a minute. Almost. This has a this has a range of 3. Let's see, this engineer base. Ooh, that might have been a nice spot right just before I moved there. So 1, 2, 3. This can actually give this a free activation. 1, 2. I was going to say this guy's in the draw as well, but he's just 1, 2, 3. He's 4 away, or that would have gave him a free activation too. Yeah, everyone else has had a move anyway, and it doesn't stretch up to the high ground, obviously. So well, let's just double check that one before we sort of jump in there. Traffic management, US units that begin their move in a beach pavilion or draw hex. Now, this does just say US units. It doesn't specify that they've got to be non-infantry. That begin their move in a beach pavilion or draw hex. Well, this is that's a beach hex, isn't it? In an engineer's unit's range of operations may perform a movement action for free. A unit you're moving via traffic management may be moved onto the high ground. The traffic management benefit does not extend to units beginning their move on the high ground and does not allow combat actions. Oh, excellent. I'm glad I spotted that then, because we can actually make that move. So we were going to just jump them up into that WN position there, because it gives us a 2 hex move, because we can move 1 up here, 1. We can't move into the bocage, obviously. And this is 1. This took a hit, didn't it? Yeah. Well, there's still 5 steps, so but there's no harm in that in the minute. I mean, unless I want to change our direction, maybe, because I have realised that moving them that way and not having actions is going to be. I realise that's going to be a struggle, isn't it? I mean, this HQ 1, 2, 3, 4 can stretch down to here somewhere, the command post, but we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 turns before we get to that. Which makes me wonder that maybe I should be heading up towards the command post at least. And that other HQ comes in. Well, it goes in the beach landing box on the next day, the 22nd, then it'll not land until the 23rd. So, But I mean, on saying that on this side in the east sector, there's this unit here, here, and then we've still got this blue position, which we've realised could cause some trouble with us getting away and all that. But finally, you've got that brown position, which is another one of the ones that's not really. Well, actually, I'm saying it's not doing anything. It does affect this draw, but we're just nowhere when looking at that draw. We're not even going to be able to place the engineer base next turn because this blue position's here. So we're kind of nowhere with that. So, okay, Grant, what do you do then? Actually, I think it might actually be better, because I can double move in there. That's just a slope as well, yeah. So I can move into there and there. And you know what that'll do is keep me in range of that engineer base for a free move next turn. Because it's all very well me saying I'm going up there to relieve the guys, but well, I've already backed off of this guy, so he's going to sit here. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? See, when that HQ actually comes on board, I don't think I'm just going to take it with me and have a wee force with it, and possibly its purpose might be to go that way. You know, or if not that way, then possibly over here, but because there's some other units come in with it, land with it as well, which I've not really looked at. Oh yeah, no, I think I did. It's just the rest of that division, and that regiment, the 18th. So, well, when the time comes when I've got to place them, and I'll see if I'm either going to place them here and then just keep them all together, or I might actually have it here, keeping them all together. I think that would be best. Because, yeah, I just feel like I've moved that up to there, and then it's kind of then stuck. Yeah, I think I'm going to 2-hex move into here, because that then will give me another free move from that 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And to be honest, from there I could have a dash 2 hexes into here, and then I'm actually in command range. Well, actually, the HQ is going to go up to a range of 3 next turn, so this hex would pick that up. Yeah, that does make more sense, because then we can come up and grab some free actions from the HQ and still possibly head along to that. Yeah, okay. That's good. Well, I'm really glad I spotted that before we moved on. Yeah, because he's still in the draw, so he can still get a free command if he's within range of that engineer base. Okay, now we'll move across then. Hopefully there's nothing else missed. We shall see. Right, now I'm not quite as looking forward to this side. But hopefully there's more things that we can do. But right, well, oops. Right, a couple of disruptions to take off. So that guy got hit. Oh yeah, this guy got hit, but not only that, we got this appearing in between. So not sure what we're doing there. This guy was our hero, got hit, and that was from this advance, wasn't it? Well, advanced to there, and it hit both of the units, didn't it? It was just really not nice. And then, of course, we also lost our machine gun that was going to help with us. So, yeah, I've not actually had a look to see what we're going to do there. In fact, you know what? I've not got a clue about anything. There's nothing standing out there that says, right, I can go there and do that right away. I'm not sure at all. Now this engineer base, well, it does have a range of 1 now, so it can command this tank, but remember it can't fire. Mind you, the tank's nothing to fire at now anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach the blue. Although it could get in range of the blue if it moved into this hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a fallen turn maybe. Because I think we decided that if we're going to stick with this to try and take this purple unit out, we really need to block its withdrawal options. mean, that's a point. If I got something into here to try and stop it, would we need all these hexes covered? Well, maybe we still would. Okay, and we've only got 3 actions. What? Quick look at that. I'd like this to be 1 into here. This is over the other side anyway, so we're not. Yeah, but we can activate this because this is part of this side, even though it's over the other side. So that would be. I would like to be one of my actions. This is another possibility, but we left him here before, and we don't need to move that. So that's one action. Where else are we? Well, yeah, this is needing an action or 2, depending on what we're doing, and then the rest of the stuff's HQs and Rangers. So that looks okay then. I think we've got 3. Yeah, well, we easily have 3 anyway. Okay, so, well, my guess is we're better going for the orange, because we're sitting in intense orange here. I mean, we're concentrated, but the fact it's in intense doesn't matter anyway. So this has mobile depth, it's in blockage, it's all doubled. We would be flanking if we got this guy involved. We cannot get tank support, can we? No. No, because nothing's in command of an HQ. That's right, isn't it? I have to remind myself again. Adjacent or adjacent to an attacking infantry, or the unit is a command of an HQ, or at least one attacking infantry is command of an HQ. So no, on saying that, we probably could get it here, but remember we're going to have to spend an action on that tank, so I don't know if we've got. So do we need to try and put this red down? I mean, we're sitting in. Oh yeah, we got away with red firing. We're going to fix this problem, aren't we? Hopefully. Well, by fixing it, I mean probably moving into steady red. Oh, hang on, these can go 1, 2, can't? No, they can't, because they're. Unless we disrupt this. Oh no, it can't go 2. I can't go and make a second move into here because that's red fire from there. So, and we're not disrupting that. So. Okay, right, I'm all over the place. Yeah, so what have we got? Still 8 strength there. We've got 8, but we don't have a machine gun. We do have a mortar. Yeah, we're not getting a machine gun, are we? So if we attack with 8 against, well, that would be 8 against 4, because that is getting doubled. So that would disrupt that red at least. Yeah, this is sitting in intense blue though, isn't it? But this would be 8 against God knows what. Yeah, I mean, if we had our hero, that would have been fine. We would have went for this. I mean, because if we got a 3, 8 against 6, which is probably the likely outcome, without the weapons, we'd be disrupted. But it's just frustrating. All we're doing if we attack this is just disrupting it. Okay, I'm looking back on here again because I think we'll have a go at this because these are sitting in intense. Well, the good thing about that is it's costing us an action, but we're going to use the whole lot, aren't we? I think so. Yeah. because you want 12 strength. There's a wee fly buzzing about here. Well, not buzzing, but it's just a wee tiny fly. It's annoying me. Yeah, because even if I go with the ranged, I'm only going to be bringing 10. It'd been fair enough if this guy was able to help, but so one action there, one action there, and one action either there or possibly the tank move. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, I think this is an action. So this is 13 strength attacking into this. Everything's doubled. That is just, well, there's no issue with attacking into that. And then, yeah, because we want to create the flank, don't we? Because, yeah, I mean, I think 16 is pretty good. Would he be able to escape? Yeah, well, we've already been... Yeah, we already knew that this guy can escape through this, but Martin has also reminded us that, or brought to our attention, shall we say, that even if these guys were exerting a control on this, it gets nullified if there's a German unit in that hex. So it means he will escape if we take him out here, which is worrying, but I don't know what you can do about that, really. Because it means he'll go back to the reinforcement pool. Well, we can hope he's a yellow one. Right, so are we doing this? I think so. Yes, let's do it. So 16 against, okay, it's a 4 each. It is one of the tactical ones too, but it is the ones that escape. Well, we have the weapons here, and we have double, but I'm worried now. Because now we need the weapons. If there's flank on this depth marker, what's going to happen? It'll be a no effect, won't it? Yeah, yes, we have the weapons. Like I say, there's no way out of that. It might be that we just want to. Right. Well, hopefully there's no flank on it. Here we go. Come on. Oh, damn it. Yeah, it's too much though, isn't it? Because it all gets doubled, doesn't it? So it's 10. So we're 16 against 10, but we do not have the double flank. All because this unit got disrupted. 16 against 10. No, we don't have the weapons. Our attack strength is greater, but not double. There's no effect. No, that's horrible. That is horrible. So he's now sitting there, and these are both an intense orange. The good thing is it's revealed, so they won't disrupt if they fire. Our hero down here as well, and steady orange. In fact, that's steady orange too, isn't it? And there. So it can have a field day. Yeah. And we're going to have to... This is going to escape. Unless we do something about that, of course. But I feel this is a troubling looking area. Right, okay, Grant. Move on. What can you do about that? Is there anything you can maybe do about this to help proceedings? Oh, sporadic fire into there from orange as well. Yay. Well, I mean, if we get the chance, we've got the double flank situation. So, and if nothing happened at all here, yeah, right, that'd be 13, 16, 19 against 10. So we wouldn't quite have the double to take them both out. But I'm not sure we want to, because I'd rather not that guy escaping, to be honest. But so I would need to have. I'd probably need to have something in there, wouldn't I? Something silly like that. Yeah, because he can't escape into here, and he can't escape into here. So he has to go through here. Does it have to be the first hex he retreats in that's the bocage? I think it does, doesn't it? I'm just looking at that, because obviously he's allowed to retreat into here. When I say retreat, withdraw into here. And that could be classed as his bocage hex, though. I don't think that would be allowed. Because that's not bocage as such. A German reinforcement position occupied by a German unit may trace communication through one bocage hex adjacent to the position. Okay. So it does have to be adjacent to where he is. So that it's just that if I put something there, he could go there, and then if he was allowed to do that, go there and then through there and away. But getting something round here, I'm going through this intense red. Oh, it's horrible. It's kind of horrible, isn't it? I'm not awful sure what to do, but what I'm actually thinking is I'll get my hero moving. If orange fires, it fires at 4 things. So I might as well try to get this out of the way. The first 2 hits are going to go in these 2 units. So I was thinking 2 hex move 1, 2, which is allowed. No bocage, no field of fire. I can't see myself just worrying about this at the moment. I've just got to leave this. If it reoccupies just now, I've still got the hero adjacent. We do have the tank, which can't really help, can it? Because there's no HQ about. You know what? Just so be it. If it reoccupies and I've moved away from there, I did talk about maybe bringing this unit down to cover it, but I think things aren't going well here, so okay, well the only other attack I can make here is this, and as a free attack it would disrupt that. And I think I've spoke about the silliness and trying to attack this. You're more than likely going to get a flank, so that would be fine. I wouldn't want to delve down to the depth marker, but it would need to be a 2 in strength for it to work, because we're only attacking with 8, so 2 turns it into a 4, and we double it, we disrupt it. And that's not worth the risk, I don't think. So you either move these guys, or you sit tight, disrupt us. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I could move them out of danger though. I could just move them into here. But I don't think that's the right play, is it? Disrupt them, get lucky with the blue next turn, and then we have a go at blue with 12 strength. Yeah, I think so. Well, I could always take this back, because I'm not revealing anything. I think this is what I want to do. So 8 against 4, because this is in bocage 2. 8 against 4. We don't have the weapons, but we're doubled, so it's disrupted. Yeah. Yeah, we need a lot of things not to happen here. Red, blue, and orange just not to be on the card. Red, blue, and orange. Yeah, that would be nice. Bring on the green, purple, and the brown. Okay. I don't know what to do with this guy. And bear in mind he's protecting this. However, again, we don't have reinforcement, although something could redeploy. This guy's actually poised to do an advance as well. I can't 2-hex move. I mean, the best I can think. Well, actually, that covers the hex as well as possibly this. Actually, that's not a bad idea, isn't it? It's not concentrating the hex. This is in steady red, brown, and orange, so it's in steady fire of this. Yeah, that probably is. And it's still not, communication is still not traceable to this. So there is that. And this is a buildings hex, just looking at this advance, route of advance thing. Yeah, I think so. Now we've got the tank down there. Yeah, he needs an action though, because we've still not got a what do you call it? Engineer base. I don't think we're going to get it next turn either, because this is a potential. Blue can potentially fire in here because communication is traceable. Oh, it does have to trace off an exit hex, doesn't it? Yeah, it can do that because G's here. Yeah. So yeah, the tank might not be getting to do anything. Would you want it to do anything? Oh yes, I would. I would like it to get within 3 of this, wouldn't I? Yeah. However, that means these guys surviving and not getting hit next turn. And if they do survive, it's more than likely this guy survives, and then I'm attacking that next turn. So there's not a need for speed, if you like, to get into that hex. Okay, let's move along. I don't have a clue. Okay, so there was talk about we wanted to go for this red, and I think we've always had this in mind because it was firing into the orange here, but and then we realised that it's probably better trying to go for this purple first. These are victory points. Yeah, they are. They're all victory points, so it's not that we're similar to that one that we're trying to surround in the in the middle of the east section, where it's not a victory point hex and it's doing nothing. We'll just got that determination to take him out. So can we? I've got. Where's the range guy? Oh, he's not here, is he? Is he here? Ooh, yeah, he is. That's good. Okay, well, I guess we make a hero move into there. Oh, he's only 4 strength. That's going to be 11, isn't it? Hang on. Should we be brave? Well, we've already said we don't want red. So how about that? And then that. Then we have 11 against this guy that's not got depth. It's not even as if I can get another guy into there, but the fact that they get 2 hits, for just being a 1 unit, he gets 2 hits, so he would just hit both of them and disrupt them both. So I think that's probably silly. It'd be different if one of them hexes was steady, then I would take that chance if I could, but okay, well, good thing we've got this disrupted, I suppose, so we can actually in actual fact, we could move both of these guys into here. You know what event we're getting next turn, though, eh? Undisrupt German units, and then red fires, and kaboom. These are both triangles. Well, you know what? Yeah, but if red fires, he hits him and he's disrupted. I'm just thinking this guy could move into here, and then they're both triangles. So red's still got another hit to dish out. If it's a triangle, we can, because they're the same distance away, same steps, I can target that one. So it kind of gives a bit of protection to that one, but it still means getting off the clumsy. Already done it twice, knocked a counter over, haven't I? I gotta be a bit more careful. Yeah, the fact this guy's going to be disrupted, it means they're just going to be sitting there twiddling their thumbs till next turn. Yes. Well, do we just move up to here? Yeah, we can't 2-hex move, like I said, because that red fire's there, so... Yeah, I think probably I don't... Or should we split them up? Just in case disruption comes off. I suppose they're in command of the HQ anyway. Actually, maybe not, because I'll tell you why in minutes. This is a slope here, so man, here's some bold thinking. Let's just say next turn they don't fire, we attack this, we kill this, right? And then this guy can make a 2-hex move, boom boom, into there. Whereas this other one cannot make a 2-hex move, but he would if he was in there. There's positive thinking for you. Go on then. Just in case it does actually happen. I'm not so sure I would want a 2-hex move in it. Well, yeah, I might. I probably wouldn't. I would probably want the ranged infantry in there, wouldn't I? Yeah, I would definitely want... Oh, well, no, they would obviously have just attacked, wouldn't they? Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah, I know the likelihood of all that nonsense happening is just a dream. Okay, in the HQ, it doesn't really matter. I'll just leave them just now, I think. Yeah. It brings the radio anyway. I'm just thinking when you're in command of an HQ, the one additional thing, sometimes you forget that, you get a radio if you're... But he's got a radio anyway. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, we've still got the 2 actions left. And we're still... This is one that we really want to do, but I'm just looking at this and wondering, can this guy not join the pack here, which would be good. Could at least get him in command of the HQ by moving here, or even 2-hex moving into the same hex as the HQ. But we are concerned about this, but I'm just wondering, yeah, if we're going to move this guy, it probably is traceable, isn't it? Communication. I mean, the other thing, I could jump him up there. It's putting him into red fire though, and it's not getting him in command of the HQ. But I think if I put him even there, well, German communication is not traceable at the moment, but I'm going to move this guy away. Yeah, let's use the action here, because we're definitely going to move this. And we can 2-hex move it, because this is sporadic blue, and this is sporadic blue, and that's brown and purple. So 2-hex moved into there. Well, let's get the other part of this puzzle that we're going to do. The other thing is into here. Yeah, we don't want red. We don't want red firing. Or orange or blue. So that's them poised for, and this is just a WN, remember. Which should have a strength of 1. But now we don't know. Yeah, I looked back on that. You didn't actually see it on the film, did I? I think it was just off camera. Well, I might have said that already, but I seen it anyway. So, right, and then we're talking about these other guys coming across. Well, they're already across actually. And is there a 2 hex? No, there's not, is there? Because Brown's firing into here. So yeah, it's a trickier process for them because although we might be able to get a barrage on blue next turn. We've tried it a couple of times with the tank, but I just realised that red's open now as well to communication. So us moving into here is quite a good thing then. So yeah, does mean these guys are going to be on their own again. Because I really need to keep the general with these guys, really, don't I? So then I think the general's moving into there, isn't he? Yeah, so that shuts off the possible reoccupy that WM position as well, yeah. Yeah, because we took this guy out, didn't we? Earlier on, yeah. Okay, so still got the 1 action left. Well, we've got their tank as well. The tank does have a free movement, so that's good actually, because well, yeah, it's good, but yeah, there's not a lot the tank can do. I mean, yes, I already said I can get him in range of the blue position here, but to barrage that blue position, I would need a unit observing for me. I mean, to attack it, we need to be in command, don't we? And the barrage thing again, always kind of, yeah. If it's in the field of fire, if it's not in the field of fire, again, we need an observing unit. Yeah, so we would need an HQ general to be involved with something. And then the only other thing you could look at is the red position, but that's miles away, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's a point. Oh, we've got 1 action left. Ooh, yeah. We're talking about moving that tank up, weren't we? Yeah, that would be, well, again, we need so many things to go right in the next fire phase. But yeah, moving this tank within 3 of this to give us a machine gun. But like I said, if things do go well here, we're not going to do that next turn. We're going to do that. And if blue fires, these guys are disrupted. So it doesn't. Both of them are disrupted. So it doesn't matter. We're not going to be able to attack that. So there's no real point using action on that tank. So I probably will use it on this infantry. Yeah, so back to this tank. What are we doing with it then, Grant? I mean, we could cross it across the shingle as well if we wanted to, but I don't know. Do I just move it into here in the hope that I don't see the point in that. Because, I mean, if the general was following them, I could see the point in it, but... Yeah, I was just looking back at this, and it just reminded me of that, because I thought, well, I'd take a chance and maybe just move that guy there, leaving German communication open to these two. It just reminded me that if there's a 2 hex position and it reoccupies, they both get a unit. I remember reading that. Just double check, but if there are more, no, that's not it. If both hexes of a 2 hex WM position are eligible for reoccupation, place reoccupying units in both hexes. So, yeah, that is quite good to have done this to stop this red, and it certainly makes me feel like, and can I move it up here? And then maybe we can manoeuvre the HQ next turn to... I don't know if it's worthy of it. I don't know if there's any point. I'm moving it into red field of fire as well. Yeah, and we're not going to be able to garrison until we take the red position out. Oh, yeah, I've not moved the HQ yet, have I? Yeah, didn't think about that. I could actually move the HQ. It means these guys aren't getting a freebie, but if I moved into there, then move that guy up. Next turn it would grab him. He's got to be careful what he does though, because like I've just said, we certainly don't want a reoccupy action on a 2 hex position to give them 2 units. I mean, I talked about the blue one down here, then saying so be it. If it happens, it happens. I don't want it to happen, but and it just, if things went smoothly here, then I might just stroll this guy down. But I've got not great hopes of that. Okay, Grant, come on, we're almost at the end of the action phase. Get it done. Well, if red fires, he hits 2 things, unless he happens to build depth between that. That's not impossible as well. He hits here, and then, they're all triangles. Ooh. That's kind of good then, isn't it? That's kind of good, isn't it? Because if a triangle, if there's a triangle on the card, we've got to choose. We can choose between one of the 3 units to take the hit. Like I say, it would be horrible if you gained depth, because then it would be 4, so it'd be 1 hit there, and if it was a triangle, it'd be hit. That'd be nasty. Well, I think it maybe is. I think it maybe is worth this action, because if it made sense moving that tank. However, I could at least move the tank, and it's in position for. No, I think you need to wait and see what's going to happen there, Grant. I mean, the other thing is, these units are close to this red. That's machine gun we need though. Oh well, he has a machine gun. So, well, he needs to get along there though, but... And we do have the hero there as well, which could be a machine gun, but again, for all these things to pan out, I think. Right, maybe just go for that. Right, what are we doing with the tank, and then let's get this done and dusted. I don't know, I have no idea what to do with this tank. I mean, he's going to eventually be able to start. I don't think he is. I think he's stuck. Yeah, he's best bet might be to try and get on this road behind the shingle, and because that's a major road. He gets 4 movement. Ooh, yeah, that is the better idea. So, but that's a trail. That's a trail. And that's where it goes. It looks like it's a trail and then the road starts. So my guess is he would have to start in that hex to benefit from the 4 movement. I think it's 4. You've got fields of fire to consider there as well. But yeah, I mean, okay, he would only get right down to here and then he would have to stop. But by then, of course, this is the other thing. Well, can I not place the base here? I could if we can take this red out, because this isn't in blue fire. So I can't place it there, but I could place it in here, here, or here. Well, if we can take this red out. Right, okay, so I'm going to move the tank across the shingle then, because this has a range of 1, so it would have cleared this shingle hex side. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not. I thought we might. Right, okay. Right, I think that's it. I'm going to have a quick look, and if everyone's alright, I'll just reset everything for the next turn. Okay, I'm not quite finished. I just noticed I still didn't make a decision about this HQ, but I've also noticed this other HQ might be better here, giving commands to these two, because we moved this infantry across. And I guess I'm feeling like there's a little hope that these guys are going to stay undisrupted anyway. So, I mean, well, mind you, are these... Well, yeah, they will stay undisrupted, so there you go. They might take a hit. Oops, sorry. The orange, I'm saying the men of orange fires, obviously they'll both take a hit, but they won't be disrupted because we've got that revealed. So I was just about to look, because I thought about maybe I would be placing this here, but that's silly because I want it here, I think. But I just wondered about if this was to advance and our HQ was here. I'm guessing it would just budge it out the way. I think I maybe looked at this before, didn't I? Where is it? Where is it? Hang on. Yeah, it says, if the destination position is occupied by US units, move the US units to an adjacent hex of your choice that is not on the route of advance. Any other US units on the other route of advance are not moved. And the bit before that, you would have to remove 1 step from a US unit of your choice in the route of advance. There's no talk, there's mention of a hero increasing strength, but there's no talk about it affecting an HQ. It'd be interesting if it was a command post though, eh? I mean, what if it was a command post? If it moves it, my guess would be it would flip back over to its HQ side. Possibly. Anyway, it seems silly putting it into there when putting it into there control commands both of these hexes. So we'll do that. And so finally, this HQ, do we want it to control these? I think it probably does make more sense, doesn't it? Because there's a chance that this guy's probably going to have to sit here anyway because of this WN position. So, yeah, okay. Right, okay, I'll have another quick look and we'll see if we're finished. Yeah, okay, I settled with what we had. So, discarded the cards, moved the phase marker back, moved the turn track on to turn 22. Now, catastrophic loss units, we still only have 7 in the east, and we took a new one from the last fire phase, didn't we, in the west. It wasn't so good as the few fire phases we've had. Well, I tell you what, over in the west, we could really do another good one, but the fact I'm not wanting to see red, orange, and blue is maybe a large ask, isn't it? I don't think we're, well, we're going to be awful. I don't know what the odds of that one are, John. That could probably be quite an easy. Nah, you know what? I'll leave that to use mathematicians. Right. Yeah. So looking for a big fire phase in the west. And I don't know. The east, we have it swamped. We are in control, but yeah. I mean, this does bother me. I feel like I'm wasting time there. I think, yeah. This is the thing. We've not got the force to be going up to this red position if we're leaving these guys down here. And we've only got one more move. Right, hang on though. What does the engineer's range stays at 3 next turn anyway? So it's fine. We can't move that. Next again turn, we will get to move it into there. That's fine. Next again turn's a 4 as well. So yeah, there's quite a few turns before we need to clear that hex, which means we need to get that red unit out. However, yeah, I mean, if this keeps undisrupting, then we can't move these units round. So, yeah. Okay, we're looking for more of that luck that we were getting earlier on. So we'll see how it goes. Right, wrap this one up, and I was just as well chucking this out as a part. So, yeah, and I'll be back with turn 22. Hopefully a bit later, but we'll see. Okay, cheers.